I found out about the affair. Should I tell wife's AP spouse? Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Hey, all. I just found this sub and wow. It's simultaneously nice and heart-wrenching to find there are so many others experiencing similar things. To the point, though. So, my wife and I's marriage has not been easy. But about 6 months ago, after noticing my wife acting weirder and weirder around me for a few weeks, I knew something was wrong. I had asked her if there was someone else and she said no. Well, after another week of weird behavior, I asked again and she broke down and said that she had been flirting with a guy at her work and they ended up kissing in his car. I choose to believe that is as far as it went physically. My wife has a condition that makes penetrative sex excruciatingly painful, hence our marriage not being easy when you can't have sex with the person you love. It's a strain. If the AP or anyone ever sees this, they will immediately know who I am. So, fuck you, AP, you patchy-bearded dumbfuck. Forgive the digression. Anyway, I just have not been able to get past the distrust and paranoia since she has been acting cold towards me off and on all summer. She blames it on depression, that she never thought she would do something like that and she doesn't even know who she is anymore. Yesterday I read her journal. Other than finding out that she has been pro/conning whether or not to leave me, I found that she was writing about him texting her, their interaction after she initially came clean to me. I called her out on things, but didn't mention I had read her journal. I don't know what the FCK to think. She's adamant that she wants to stay with me and that she's not doing anything with him anymore. Here's the real fucking kicker. Almost a year ago, before this shit happened, we had AP and his fiancée over for dinner. That's right, folks. This dickhead ate at my dinner table and then turned around and did this. But, at this point, I don't know if his fiancée knows about him and his behavior. And she is about to marry this jerk. Part of me thinks it's not my place to torpedo another relationship. But a huge part of me really feels a moral imperative since I know that I'm required to act because not acting is wrong. If any of you could offer some advice, I sure would appreciate it. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I'd tell her. She deserves to know. Better now than later. If I were in her shoes, I'd definitely want to know. Remember, you're not ruining their relationship. He did that. And yours too. It may seem like petty revenge to others, but to her it will help. Her life was already ruined by him, she just doesn't know it yet. You still have cancer even if you haven't been told. I basically feel like I have to weigh two evils. There's nothing evil about telling someone what is actually happening in their life when they're being lied to. Mostly, there are situations with wards/minors/etc. where it would be cruel because of an inability to fully process the situation. Now she can make a complete decision about her future. I would tell her she has the right to know. Also, do not tell your wife you are telling her. Once you do and she comes at you angry, you will know they are still in contact. Wish you the best of luck. Yes, of course you should tell her, especially before she is legally tied down to this guy, and finding out much further down the line could make her life a lot more complicated. Wouldn't you want to know? She needs to know, of course, that's not even in question. The poor woman is about to marry a cheater who may one day bring a STD to her bed. Her health and future are in check. You owe no loyalty to patchy-bearded dumbfuck, quite the opposite, so the question shouldn't be whether you should tell her or not. The question should be, why haven't you told her about it yet? What would you want someone to do for you? For me, I will always be so ever grateful for the heads up from the AP husband, and also grateful that he supplied evidence of everything he knew so I couldn't be lied to anymore from my ex-husband. If you have it, supply evidence so he can't gaslight her. She will want to believe it isn't true. Is it so close to the wedding? Don't give him the opportunity to continue to lie to her. It honestly is the kindest gift you can give to someone. It feels like a shit gift, but it's a gift of an authentic life. There is no greater gift. She deserves to know so she can make the decision to marry or leave this guy. Also, it serves the purpose of blowing up your wife's little fantasy world with this guy. Sadly, your wife is in the affair fog and is addicted to those honeymoon chemicals like when you guys first dated. So, she is not going to be completely honest or forthright with you. Taking the fantasy into the light of day will expose her actions and his to the world. One thing cheaters or people doing something bad is that when it's put out there for the public to scrutinize, it reinforces how bad their behavior really is. Here is the second story. I found out about my wife's affair. So tonight I told her I knew all about her affair during the past 2 years, and that I was telling her AP spouse in 48 hours, if he didn't tell her first. First she laughed, then she said I was crazy, and then she said AP's spouse was in a bad place, and that this would just hurt her more. I told her that I valued the truth, even if she didn't, but now I'm not so sure. Our divorce was final 3 months ago. Her AP is in the process of divorcing as well, so should I tell his soon-to-be ex-wife? I feel like she needs to know the truth, even if it's painful, but maybe there's no point in telling her now. She's divorcing, I'm divorced, so who really benefits? Am I just doing this for my own selfish purposes? Advice appreciated. Update: I did contact my ex-wife's AP's soon-to-be ex-wife, XW, AP, STBXW. She was very nice. She told me that she was not surprised to hear about the affair, apparently it was not his first. Then we wished each other well and that was it. Since then I have not actually seen my ex's face. We co-parent by text and when I pick up or drop off my daughter she is never at home. I'm still struggling with a lot of anger, so not seeing her is fine by me. It is clear to me now that she is extremely narcissistic, and she truly feels that she did nothing wrong. I will never get closure, and I am starting to be okay with that. My goal for the rest of the year is to get happier by being by myself. Hang out with my kids when I can, work on myself, physically and emotionally, try to make new friends, not easy in your 50s, and keep busy. It has been 18 months since D-Day and 6 months since the divorce, and I'm still here and doing a little better every day. I'm grateful for all the support I have received on this sub, and I have no plans on leaving anytime soon. I realize that I'm in the middle of a process that'll take years, and I'll take all the support I can get. So thanks. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Your ex lied to you repeatedly, so why believe her now when she says the affair partner is divorcing? They'd tell the affair partner's spouse, if the shoe was on the other foot, wouldn't you want to know? While it's true, not your monkeys, not your circus, yet one of those monkeys was banging your wife and caused you plenty of grief. I would stay out of it. It's not going to result in anything good for anyone. Not you. And not the AP's wife. Hopefully she already knows, but if she doesn't, do you want to be the guy that drops that kind of news on her? I would totally want to do it if I was in your situation, for payback reasons to hurt my wife and her AP, but being objective, I don't think it would be a good idea. All this is going to do is enmesh you in the drama of your ex-wife's life. Why bother? Sure, I'd like to know if I were the AP's spouse, but you should think a bit more selfishly in this situation. What will it do for you? Imagine a situation where you are living your best life, making great friends, doing well in your career, etc. Would this situation even register for you? It's someone else's shit show. You suffered enough time to focus on you becoming a great person. You may never get the closure you think you want, but keep in mind that the best revenge is a life well lived. Just keep going forward and make your next chapter better. I think the plan you've set out for yourself is the best thing you can do for you. Live well. I was in the same boat as you and focused on myself and my children. I shudder to think what my life could have been like if I would have stayed with him. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.